Us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Portland Lumberjacks. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And got his man complete. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lumberjacks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Etienne up the middle. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Quez Watkins laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd and 11. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. ETN once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff for ETN, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go. 56, come on, boys. 56. Check 56.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a dump off here complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Lucky. Watch twist.
Ball again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gain.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd down and 6 now. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. from the 43. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They're going to look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Hall ought to give up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A handoff for Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Check three. Switch. 3. 7 Pirates.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from a yard out. And the Lumberjacks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And now off to the races. bounces down the right side. Breece Hall, touchdown. Breece Hall saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence going deep here for Watkins. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go again with Hall. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 6. On the draw, it's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick it.